Ever since Skyblock's release in June 2019, updates and reworks have chopped and changed the face of the game. New islands, new weapons, new armor sets, new mechanics, and other changes. All these factors and more contribute towards the game that we have today. Along the way, we've made memories, and maybe sometimes just miss what the game used to be. Get your popcorn out. Today we're going to be going over some more Hypixel Skyblock nostalgia. On January 11th, 2021, the Jerry Sheen gun was added to Hypixel Skyblock. Now, the Jerry Sheen gun is a very unique weapon. Now, to cut a long story short, essentially you right-click with the Jerry Sheen gun, you hold it down and it just shoots Jerry heads, or Jerry bullets, as it says in the description. In turn, it takes mana, quite a hefty amount of mana, might I add. Now, its only real use today is pretty much in floor 7. You boost yourself up like this to get to the crystals, and that's it. But back in the day, it was a weapon that pretty much everybody had. I think it was around about 1 million to 2 million coins. It was pretty expensive back in the day too. Nowadays, they're very cheap. Now, everything changed in May 2021. The Jerry Sheen gun was updated, and not for the best. So its fire rate was cut, and it basically now gobbles up mana like there's no tomorrow. Now, this actually also briefly led to the crash of prices of Jerry boxes, because the way you obtain the Jerry Sheen gun is through the Jerry boxes. Nowadays, they're back up to around about a steady price. But somebody who doesn't miss the old Jerry Sheen gun is a boring person. May you rest in peace. Nowadays in Hypixel Skyblock, we're spoilt for choice. We get to choose between so many different armor sets, depending on what we need. But back in the day, this never used to be the case. For a long period of time, the superior armor set was by far the best. There's no doubt about it. From its looks to its performance, it couldn't be beaten. If you played Hypixel Skyblock in 2019, you'll know that this was the best for pretty much everything. Literally. Dungeons, even though it wasn't even dungeonizable, you name it. It was just the best all-around set. Every single player wanted this armor set, and there's no two ways about it. Nowadays, we have other armor sets like Shadow Assassin, Necron, and many, many more. I preferred it when times were simpler. Anyway, on to the next. Does anyone else remember when Hypixel Skyblock had a dictator running the show? Because I did. This is actually a pretty cool time. Now, Dante certainly made his mark with a number of changes and perks, such as double AH and Bazaar tax, a 2-coin toll for travelling between islands. He also enforced that you had to wear a happy mask in order to actually be able to access certain buildings. This really isn't a good look. He also cancelled the Travelling Zoo, the Spooky Festival, and the Season of Jerry. He even decreased sunlight to stop sunburn. Like, this guy was a nutcase. And in true dictator style, he disabled mayor elections. Up until May 2021, if you type the word Dante in chat, it used to actually censor it as if you were swearing. There was a lot more changes, but they were just some of them. On to the next. Life Before the Hex. I personally wasn't a massive fan of this update. I mean, it was essentially a quality of life update, which is fair enough. Now, the addition of the Hex basically saw a lot of items that used to be in the auction house move over to the Bazaar, such as all ultimate enchantment books, all book modifiers, also power stones or reforged stones as they were known at the time. Now, the reasoning behind everything being moved over to the Bazaar was basically because the Hex works through the Bazaar, and without the Bazaar, and the things being on the Bazaar, the Hex wouldn't work. But for people like me and many others who auction flip, it literally killed some of the best methods, full stop. Back in the day, I made literal full AH flipping guides, and most of these guides were centered around flipping like ultimate enchantment books and things like that. Obviously, that's not possible anymore. You can flip through the Bazaar, but it's just not the same. And to be honest, it was nothing of a hindrance to my bank account. I miss how it used to be. Anyway, that just about wraps up today's video. I hope it has been interesting to look back on some older Skyblock moments that could bring back good or bad memories. Nostalgia and hindsight is a great thing, and without memories, what do we have? Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.